Hey YouTube, it's that Virgo Vixen, better known as Flowy Fan since 2000, and here I am with the Season 5 Scandal premiere. So Olivia and Fitz are getting it in all over the White House. I mean, just this scene was so hot. It was just in the bed, and it was a moment where he was lying on top of her, and it looks like they had been going at it for a while because he had sweat on him. He was just looking at her like you ready to go again, and she just gave him a look like yeah, and they continued. It was just everything. Sally is still going in on Fitz about on her talk show. You know, she has that like news show, and she talks about how Mellie is supposed to be sick and that's why she can't go to the state affair. Fitz is having a party, you know, with the royal family. You know, I think he wants to do some type of business connection with them. And Olivia's hair and dress, they're getting ready like they're going together. Her hair and dress was just beautiful. It was laid. You know, her and Fitz are getting together. She's just like, you know, I want this dress to be perfect. You know, you can't get it. You can't really mess it up. And he's like, well, take it off then. And they kiss and picks her up, and they go to the bed, and they get it in one more time before they go to the party. They go separately. And I know a lot of people were kind of pissed, but I kind of saw that coming because they can't really go publicly. Not yet. You know, too soon to do all that. They're saying Mellie is too ill to go, and, you know, why she can't stand or can't attend the state dinner, but Sally is calling it crap. You know, Abby is asking Olivia if she's dealing with Fitz, and did he call her after he, you know, told Mellie to get out. She says, no, I haven't heard from him. They're in the bathroom, and Abby and her are just having a conversation about the princess and about how when you marry somebody who is very well known, like somebody who's famous or rich or just a part of royalty, that you just become the wife. You don't really have a title anymore. That she was a lawyer for human rights or whatever, but after she married him, she just became like the wife of the prince. And basically, you know, Abby says she envies the princess, and the princess comes out and overhears them, and she recognizes Olivia for when she did the press for their engagement, and she, you know, is just in awe of Olivia. And she says basically that people wouldn't say anything about her if they knew what they were saying was hurting them. You know, she feels, you know, people just don't get how it looks glamorous, but it really isn't, you know. Yeah, Fitz in the royal family, they need more time to negotiate whatever deal it is. He says it's been 6 months, and basically the queen says you'll have to wait. Olivia gets a call from the queen while her and Fitz are in bed together. She has on his shirt, and just looks so comfortable. Oh my goodness, I just love Olitz. I'm so happy. I love Olitz. I'm glad they're together. And the princess has been in a car accident. She died, and the paparazzi just snapping shots. They mean so disrespectful. And Olivia's like, give her a little bit more respect, please. No pictures, no pictures. And you know, the guy who was driving the car dies as well. The bodyguard dies, and it was just like Princess Diana storyline. You know, I'm glad she went there and did a storyline about Princess Diana. You know, I like that. I like the weekly scandal this week. Everyone is mourning the princess' death. Olivia has taken the case, and her and Quinn are working together in OPA. You know, OPA is just Quinn and Olivia now. And she tells Quinn to, you know, go to the paparazzi and get rid of all those pictures. And, you know, she says, I'll do my best. And, you know, the queen says she will do whatever it has to do, so she has to do so that the pictures don't get leaked. Quinn asks Olivia, did Huck tell you what he did by killing those jurors? You know, and they're still dealing with that, and Huck has not been seen, you know, yet. He's not at OPA. they see a guy on a motorcycle, and they ask David to help them figure out, you know, if he's the one who caused the car crash. Millie asked Lizzie Bear to make sure Fitz will be at her swearing in. You know, I think she's becoming senator or something, and she's getting sworn in. She wants Fitz there, and Lizzie Bear says that she can't really promise anything, you know, that it's out of her hands, basically. And Olivia's in the hallway. When she sees Abby, she literally just hauls ass and tries to get out of there. She doesn't want Abby to know that her and the president are still seeing each other, but you know, she goes to see him, and basically, you know, he wants to be all lovey-dovey with her, and she's just like, you know, you can't summon me. And she also says, you know, what about Millie swearing in? He's like, I'm not going, forget Millie. And she tells him that he has to go, that it's not going to look right, people are going to get suspicious, and that you owe her that. She's your wife, she's always been there for you. I know what she did was wrong, but you have to go. And of course he goes. He goes there, and he sees Melly, and Melly just immediately just goes and apologizes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Fitz. I know I wanted to apologize, but I want to do it in person. I know not a day that goes by that I don't think about those jurors, blah, blah, blah. I want to come home. I love you. And he hands her these divorce papers, just like, I'm divorcing you. And he goes, you know, even though I despise you, have so many qualities that I despise, but I still admire you, and you know, I want you to be successful, but I don't want to be married to you anymore. My bucket list is filled. I'm a 2-term president. What have you done? Your job has only been to smile and wave. Now this is your real job, and what are you gonna do with it? He's like, I'm basically done, you know, being married to you. And she's just so stunned and shocked. She's just like, wow. Abby gets mad because she didn't know that Fitz would be attending Mellie's swearing in, and she figures out that Olivia is the one who got to him. Fitz tells Olivia that he handed Millie divorce papers, and she has reservations, but Fitz says that he doesn't want to wait, and that he's ready for them to be together. David calls Olivia and says the guy on the motorcycle was responsible for the crash. Come to find out that the princess was killed because she was pregnant. She had been sleeping with the bodyguard. They had an affair, and you know, they think it was the prince, you know, and just like true Diana princess story in real life, I too, you know, I was just like thinking it was the prince. Comes to find out it was the queen, and she says, yes, I killed her because she was pregnant, but not by my son. And Olivia's just like, how can you do something like that? She's like, my son would never see her for who she was. If she had a baby that looked just like the bodyguard, he would have still never believed her. And she basically tells Olivia that I have immunity, and that you can't really disclose anything because you signed a document, a non-disclosure document, and you can't tell anybody what went on between us. And Olivia's just like distraught over it, and she basically goes home and she sees Huck, and her and Huck have this scene, and or before that I'm missing something. She goes to Fitz and she tells him that, you know, the prince may be responsible. This is before she figures out it was the queen. She says the prince may be responsible, and that you need to accuse him, and he doesn't want to do it because that'll mess up his deal. And they have this argument, and Lizzie Bear just, she gets it. She's like, they had a lover's quarrel. She goes to Abby and she's like, you didn't know that they're still seeing one another? They had a lover's quarrel, and I just don't know how long I can really deal with this. And Abby is just like, wow, they're still seeing each other. I had no idea. Basically, Huck asks Olivia when she comes home from the fight with her and Fitz, you know, she's just like, did he hurt you? Did he hurt you inside? And she was just like, we had a disagreement, and she asked him if Quinn hurt him inside, and he says yes, but I hurt her too. I didn't try to kill her, but I hurt her. We hurt each other. He says, my guy is free. My guy is free. I want to go home. Fix me, Olivia. Help me. And she just goes, I can't. I don't fix people, not on the inside. I don't know how to fix you. I don't know what to do. And You know, basically that was a sad moment because Huck wants to be with his wife and son, and I don't think he can be with them. I think that's just the end of their family. He can never be normal. Okay, Mellie goes to see Cyrus, who he's just at home being a regular dad now. She asks him to please help her and go to talk to Fitz for her, try to get her back in the house and try to get his job back. He says he can't do it because he doesn't want to, and she says you don't want him to be associated, you to be associated with me if he asks you back. She goes, he hates us, he hates us so bad, and she's just so distraught and doesn't know what to do, because then again, he, you know, could never forgive her, and if that happens, she doesn't know if she can really get over that. But I'm not here for that. I want Mellie to really get over Fitz, and I want her to step up to the plate and be the political animal that she is, and, you know, stop being so soft for Fitz, you know. But that's how she feels. Olivia goes to tell the prince what the queen did, and the prince tells her, you will step down, you will do whatever's told, and if you don't do that, I will go and tell everybody what you did by killing the princess. You know, so that was handled well. At the end, Olivia and Fitz have this moment where they're like, we're not ready to go public yet. We need to figure out how to deal with this in private before we go public. And that was the end of Scandal. Oh no, it wasn't. Then Abby comes in and she's like, there's something you guys need to see, and Sally has leaked pictures and all this stuff about Olivia and Fitz being together, and then it goes off. This episode was great. I really liked it. Can't wait to see the rest of the season. I'm loving Scandal so far. Hope you like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a make sure you share this video on Facebook and Twitter and all other social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThatVirgoVixen, and I'll see you in my next video. The links will be in the more info box for my social media, and goodbye.